Drivers, to your cars.
There's our cue. Alright. Welcome everybody to round number 3 of the NROC Cup Series. We're here today at Sonoma. Joining me today is, again, good buddy Weasel.
Howdy, everybody. This is going to be some fun. This is my home race. I get to talk about my home racetrack. I get to watch 40 cars go up and down through the field.
Alright. On the pole today is the 25 of Nemechek. To his outside will be the 4 of Beer. Next row back will be Ching Ormond and Earnhardt. Next row back will be the 89 of Draco and the 86 of Rockingham. Next row back will be the 41 of Spencer and the 5 of Ching. Next row back will be 45 of Lund and the 29 of Insulmi. Next row back will be Neiswanger and the newly branded number 16 of 20 of Gregson. Sorry. Those are a little bit mixed up on my notes here.
Got a lot of new cars and a lot of new teams. It's all right.
Yeah. Next row back will be 16 of Gregson and the 17 of Busher. Next row back will be the 33 of Simmons and the 18 of Mallon. Next row back will be the 7 of Atwood and the 32 of Craven. And my last row before Weasel takes over will be the 22 of Logano and the 55 of Osborne.
All right, next row back, one of the new entries, the 93 of Watts. Alongside him will be the number 2 of Cindric. Next row back, the 48 of A. Johnson. And alongside him, the 61 of S. Warren, another new car. Next row back, the number 3 of Dale Beer and the 88 of Jay Jarrett. Next row back, the 77 of Jay Sweet and another new car, the number 11 of D. Hamlin. Very slick looking Toyota there. Next row back, the 28 of Rudd and the 42. See here? No, let's see if I've got one here. Ah, yes. The 42 of Duke Kane. I'm sorry about that. My teleprompter messed up. Next row back from them is going to be the 9 of Rich Holland, another new car, and the 19, another new entry, 44. Oh, sorry, my bad. That's the 94 of Coleman and the 44 of Nadu. My screen, my teleprompter is just not working right now. Stupid freaking thing. Okay.
Yeah,
That's got it. 83 of Rich Roy, and then alongside him, the number 40 of Marlin. Next row back, the 49 of Say Kane, and then the number 9 car of Holland. Next row back is going to be the 19 of D-Bass, and another new face, the number 10 of Gasly. Gasly. And on the final row, yet another couple of new entries, the number 15 of D. Michaels, and the number 62 of Jay Birch. Got a lot of new cars, a lot of new teams, a lot of new drivers, a lot of new sponsors, and a lot of new manufacturers. Mercedes, Nissan. We got Cadillacs. We got all sorts of craziness. This is a road course race, and there is this history of these sort of road course ringers arriving, and they are out in full force today.
I believe that 62 car did come from the JR Incorporated shop.
Yeah, part-time entry, small amount of people working for them. Probably, I wouldn't say single digits, but definitely low digits. Again, 2 new cars, the number 20 and the number 6, 2 new Cadillacs, different body styles. I've heard of manufacturers having one body style, one manufacturer with 2 different body styles for 2 different cars.
I can give you a little bit of detail.
Drivers, start your engines.
Well, if we have the time, we can obviously explain it.
Yeah.
But it looks
Yep.
like the fired up. They're about to get rolling.
We'll do our normal roll through and make sure everybody gets rolled up all right.
2-mile road course, just a shade over 2 miles. This place is uphill, downhill. There are really only two.
Yeah, should be a very good race here today. I'm very excited to see how our first road course turns out with these new cars. We also have a brand new ticker for this race.
It looks very spiffy in the green flag. We are underway at Sonoma.
100 laps the distance.
This is the short course, uphill, downhill.
Oh, 3 wide already.
Into turn 2. You got to get that inside line going up into turn 2. Then you got this section's turns 3A, 3B. Quick left and then a blinding rising crest uphill and then a huge drop down into what we call turn 4. From turn 4 you head onto this purpose-built bridge back in the 90s to connect these two parts. It goes over a small ravine into turns 5A, and 5B technically. And this starts the S's.
We did have a little bit of trouble in practice with cars kind of cutting through there on the rumble strips and wrecking each other.
Yeah, you gotta eat the rumble strips to gain time. You can do that in these heavier cars, even though they are lighter. You can do that in these big, heavy cars. Then down this long straightaway into the final hairpin turn. I'd say about 9 corners, give or take. Unofficially, I'd say 9 corners. And then you have a start-finish line. It's not really even straight. And I just see yellow flashing lights.
Yes, you did.
Is out.
I'm gonna guess something to do with. Engine.
Oh, big engine blow up. That's the 48 of Johnson.
Yeah. When did he? The question is, when did he blow it though? Oh! Where was that? You saw that too, right? There it is. There's the 49 of Insolmi. Insolmi gets spun out. Yeah,
Yes, 16.
The teammates get into it and it just turns Insolmi.
Yes.
And
that stacks up the whole field behind.
Something.
That is a huge choke point.
Something happened to Johnson before he even got there.
Hit the 77 of Rich Roy. Hit the 77 of Jay Sweet.
Yeah.
So the 3 gets into the 77 right here.
Looks like the 77 tried to move to get into the corner.
Mowed through the tires. My goodness, that was hard. That might have broken the transaxle. It might have knocked something out loose. Because that car just lost all power. Wow. Usually you have carnage and chaos at the first 2 corners at Sonoma. Because of that drop from like the flattest part of the track, rising up almost 3 full stories into turn 2. I've walked that climb. It's not, well, actually this is early in the year. It's not bad. We got about 65, 70 degrees. Perfect day for racing, really. When they used to run this race or have run races like here in the past in June, it was bakingly brutal hot. Oh. The 4 of Beer got a nice clean getaway.
Yeah, definitely a good start for him.
But it's early. It's an early race. This is an abrasive surface. It has been repaved in patches.
We got a minute. These pace laps take a little bit of time, but before I do,
They do.
Check.
They do. This is a full road course.
We'll wait to make sure nobody pits before we go take a look at what happened between the 3 and the 77 there.
Yeah, the pit lane entry, so this is a pretty dangerous spot here too. As it's right on the racing line, you verge left. Okay, we got 1 car coming in. That's the 90th.
That's a lot of damage. I believe he was one of the ones that was hit by the 77 as well.
Yeah, hit by the 77.
Makes sense for the 3 to come in as well. He collected a little bit of damage there. Not sure why the 9's coming in. 40 in as well. Makes sense for the 77 to come in again. I didn't notice the 15 getting involved, but
Okay, lights are out on the pace car. We're gonna go green after this lap.
yeah, very, very short pace laps. Or not pace lap, amount of caution laps. Around here,
Honestly, most of the cars were still rolling after the incident. Everybody was still able to return to their full power and drive the pit lane.
looks like everybody that had damage managed to get it repaired.
Yeah, seems that way. Got a feel for the new teams, the new independent running their new cars and having the brunt of it happen early on.
I do got to point out, although it is early in the season, but that 48 car of Alex Johnson was our championship leader.
Point standings,
He
yeah.
he was our championship leader coming into
It's a
today.
big, yeah.
Although
Just consistency.
let me find it. That 16 car right there, probably very happy to see 48 go out. Only 1 point separating those two coming into today.
Yeah. Still, again, this is a long race. A lot can happen. This is definitely a race that is historically been known for being a fuel strategy race. Managing tires, I think, is going to be a big deal. You do not want to be stuck sliding one of these cars around. You got to slide them around anyway. You do not want to be stuck sliding a car around like this. Even these new cars with their, sequential gearboxes, their wider tires. This is the problem, though, when you get to green. Everybody gets jacked up or just tightens up. Accordion effects going to the green.
I think the 4 was trying to bunch everybody up, and the 8 did not like that.
California restart, as they call it, from my open wheel days. A couple different drivers have been known to do that. Bunch the field up.
Oh, yeah. Green flag back out. Man, look at everybody spreading out. Going 2 by 2 through here already.
Yeah. Early in the race, the best chance to pass is right through turn 2 on the restarts. Get that inside line, push him out.
Hank Beard wasting no time getting that lead going, though.
He was fast in practice. Today is a little closer to the practice than it was to qualifying. He's definitely got a strong car.
Yeah, great start for him so far.
A lot of action still throughout the most of the field. Drivers being able to hit the curbs. It's Osmond right there. It's Warren, my bad. New driver, Hamlin.
A lot of new faces today.
Lots of new cars, lots of new faces.
Lots of new paint schemes today as well.
Lots of new paint schemes, yes. Especially. Got to give it up to the guy in third place.
Yeah, had to qualify his way into the event today.
Nemechek. Qualified his way into the race. He's fallen back a little bit, but he's still hanging tough. Not quite sure who he's affiliated with.
He's I don't believe he's affiliated with anybody. I believe he's an independent.
Big surprise for me has got to be Earnhardt running in second.
Yeah, off to a great start for him. I do kind of want to take a moment though and kind of highlight some of the females in the field. Gloria London running up in 10th. Joyce Logano running 19th at the moment. 42 of Kane headed in. There's another one of our female drivers, Jarrett. I do believe that is our last female in the field. Yes it is. Spencer also in. Something happened to the 19 that we didn't see? Oh, he looks like he came in. Not sure. Yeah, he just came in.
Yeah.
It's a weird start to a race, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, strategy's going to be key today, more than anything else. And again, you're going to see people rolling the dice. Even this early, you're going to see people rolling the dice, running off strategy. Especially if they had contact in that final corner accident early on.
Yeah.
Here is just doing a good job.
Yeah.
Just putting on a clinic, putting down the laps.
Maybe I'm wondering if maybe he just prefers these road courses. Because
who knows? Who knows? It used to be that
a lot of single file at this point.
I don't think anybody wants to really burn up their tires trying to race too hard. Not right now.
No.
Again, strategy.
Top 5 kind of nose to tail.
This course is so physically demanding anyway that it's pretty hard for just people to race on here in general. Look at the elevation change that elevation. Even though this car is 300 pounds lighter than what they used to run here, it's still a rough road. It's still a tough road to hoe.
I gotta admit, our winner from last week, Cindric, is not looking good today. Not looking very good.
Wasn't that fast in practice, all considered?
No.
That's the thing, though. You can't really take any race for granted anymore. They used to just consider road course races sort of a throwaway, where certain more talented drivers would do well and others would just kind of go, oh, well, just run around. Other cars are going to drop out. You're going to pick up some points and just focus on just not doing anything. I don't think you can get away with that anymore. You just got to be committed to learning how to do road courses. And right now, Hank Beer in that 4-car has definitely shown the way around so far.
Almost a second lead already.
Pretty good, actually.
It's looking really good through those S-turns.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
We say we take a ride when he crosses the line. Give everybody a little crank it up.
I love this. You have to go up through the gears, down through the gears, up and down through the brake ranges. Peace for the Senses begins right
Here
now.
we go. Oh man, there's nothing like that.
No siree.
Looks like everybody
Yeah,
getting
definitely.
spread out real quick.
Yeah, road course races like this, just in general, this track really does separate good cars from bad ones.
Hank Beer definitely top of the class at the moment.
You'll be able, on the whole, you just gotta have you gotta have a perfect combination of driving talent, car setup. Got comers, you got goers. Top 6 are pretty much within a 2-second, 3-second gap. 3.5 seconds separating the top 6. They're all within range. After that, it starts to get a little more spread out. But
I'm curious.
again, it's early going. We're only 1/10 of the way through this thing.
I'm curious to see what the distance is for pit
Fuel and
stops.
tires.
Yeah, because we've definitely
Hard to
seen some
say.
interesting stuff play out. We saw some interesting strategies play out last week.
Yeah, that was a bit of an unknown, though. New track layout, new surface, new car. Nobody quite know what to do. I think Goodyear also kind of brought maybe too hard of a tire, and so everyone was able to run much, much longer than even the teams expected. Here, I think we still have a sort of a game plan. I'd reckon this would probably be, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say this is going to be a 3-stop race. Maybe 2, if you stretch it, with enough yellows.
Sounds about right.
Again, going off historical precedents.
Ooh, it looks like Ching sending it in there, trying to catch up to
Close in on
Rockingham.
Yep, that's Rockingham, our Daytona 500 winner in the 86 car. For BTL Autosport, both BTL Autosport cars. Up in the
Whoa!
top. Now Chang is really closing in.
I'm wondering if something's wrong with the 86. Because he just got way slow for a minute. Oh. Whoa, that was close. Yeah, I'm thinking something might be wrong with that 86 car. He's dropping like a rock right now.
Something might be wrong with yeah, he's starting to really slow down.
Man, he's really holding up everybody else.
Tough break for the 500 winner. And
Yeah.
for the guys different points right now. He's definitely getting other people in the way back to the car.
Well, I mean, he almost caused Gralla, I believe, to get spun out. Coming to the front straightaway.
Whole gaggle of cars stuck behind the 86. Oh, it's commentator curse. I talk good about a guy, and the car starts going away. Say la vie.
Yep. Oh!
Oh, and that's a caution.
Yeah, that'll be a caution for sure.
Wait a minute.
Look at that gaggle of cars right there. Oh, no caution. Oh, but that'll...
Caution.
Oh!
Big crash. Big pile up into turn 1. That's Jarrett. Last week's winner, Cindric. We got the new 15 car. That's the 15 of David Michaels. The 62.
Man.
They were wide and Hamlin. So here we go. We're going into turn 1. Yeah, 3 wide. You can barely do 2 wide at speed, let alone 3. Rudd gets into Jarrett, and there's just nowhere to go.
Looked like Insalmi caught a piece of that a little bit too.
Little bit, yeah.
I think there was one car that squeezed through there. I'm not sure who that was, but Once I figure it out, we're gonna go on board with
That's
it.
49. That's the 49.
Was it?
Marlin got by. Yeah, Marlin got by in the 40. He was
Okay.
just in front of it.
I'm gonna go back and watch it from that angle.
On board now with the 40 of Marlin.
Actually, we'll go on 2 with the Cindric. Or on board with the 2 of Cindric.
Okay.
No. Final answer here. We're going on board with the 49.
Okay.
T is right here in the thick of it.
Yeah. Looks like Rudd. Oh, Rudd gets into the 88 of Jarrett. And to the front here, and then it just causes to just spin, and everybody piles up behind. That's a tough break.
Yeah.
That's a tough break. Back to live cameras.
Yep. Oop.
Tough break for that fifth Nissan GTR, which I never really thought would be good for a cup car, but this new
Yeah, this new body style definitely makes it easier for new
new
manufacturers.
entrants.
Yeah. So, let's see. 5 cars on pit road. I didn't
That's the
think the
other new car in the field, the Mercedes, the 93. Well, that car had accident damage from the lap 2 incident at the hairpin.
Yeah, but did he get? It didn't look like he. Oh, he did.
Oh, yes, he did. He absolutely
Oh,
did.
that was who I saw
He hit
got
the
clipped
roof.
by. Yeah.
He clipped it. He clipped the roof. That probably broke something.
I want.
Yeah, that broke something.
We're going on board with that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll. It looks like he came back out. Oh, there's the 28.
Rudd's out. Rudd's back on track.
So left on pit road at the moment is the 88 of Jarrett, 15 of Michaels, and 62 of Birch.
Yeah. Well, like I said, let's see if we get any takers down pit road.
Oh, we're getting a
Everybody's
lot.
coming down pit road.
Oh
That
yeah.
probably dropped some oil. And we're in that window of a 2-stop, maybe a 3-stop race.
Oh yeah. Here comes everybody.
Everybody coming in. Wow.
I'm curious to see if the 93 or the 28 go back in.
I don't think they will.
We saw that play out last week with, I believe, the 48 of Johnson.
Well, that was during a cycle of pit stops. This is everybody's thinking about stopping early. Accident happens and gives everybody the excuse to come in and make the stop. And they're staying out.
Yeah. 93 staying out.
Damaged cars. And so's the 28. They probably got service in addition to the damage they built. That is going to be an interesting restart with these 2 cars bottlenecking everybody up.
We'll see if anybody made it out yet. Nope.
Busy pit road.
Oh yeah.
Who gets off first? And it's going to be Beer, Earnhardt, Nemechek.
Looks like everybody pretty much going to stay the same. Ooh.
No, not quite. From 3rd place on back, it's all different.
Oh man, there's Rudd. Just in the middle.
Right in the middle of all this.
Or not Ching. Sorry, that's Rudd. I don't know why I just called him
Ching. I was talking about Ching. They're racing. Look at that. That's Draco in the 86 racing with the 20. Goodness.
Lights out on the pace car. Going back green this time. Should be interesting to see what that 93 does. Not a lap down. Hey,
No.
not a lap down. Now 4 cars out of this race. 88 of Jarrett, the 62 of Birch, the 15 of Michaels, and the 48 of Johnson. I'm curious to see how this works out for that 93 car. Yeah, you can, on the right camera angle, you can kind of see the damage on that left front.
Yeah. Watts' car definitely has a lot of damage on that left front, but honestly, honestly, the speeds, you don't get too fast through here. You don't really have any. You have maybe two straightaways, and they're not really fast enough for aerodynamics to take an effect or a major effect. So if the car is still functionally solid and mechanically sound, it's kind of like a short. This is kind of like a short track road course. You can have a messed up front end. You can have damage, and if the car's running fine and it doesn't cause a tire rub, and there's no other physical issues with the car, then drive out there. Let's see what'll happen.
Do a quick run through of our top 10.
Sure.
And first is Watts, second, Beer, third, Earnhardt, fourth will be Nemechek, fifth, Norman, sixth, Draco, seventh, will belong to Krala, eighth, Ching, ninth will be Lund, and rounding out the top 10 as we get ready to take the green flag again will be Neiswanger.
Gotta love those nice, good run for those Neiswanger Insanity cars. They've been in the top 10 all day so far. Stayed that way even on pit road, how packed it was.
Here we go. Let's see what happens with that 93. Ooh, you see 19 just coming off pit road.
Oh. They had issues. Green flag, here we go. She's doing a good job.
Oh!
Big spin. Earnhardt.
Oh!
Oh, T-boned.
That wasn't even a T-bone. That was a head-on collision there.
Whew. More action. Rudd going through the grass, making it 3 wide through 3B. And heading up to the brow of the hill.
We'll watch this back at the back. This should be very interesting racing back to the caution.
Absolutely. Everybody fanning out. No track limits at this race.
Look at all that damage on the side of the 61.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of cars, like I said, in the back, they're having these kind of bumps and bangs. Draco got really hammered back there. He was up to 6 at one point and then got really shuffled back. Great train.
Looked like Draco got shuffled back a little bit coming off of the road for some reason.
Well, he was with the 20 and 7th, but now he's way down.
Looks like everybody's settling it down. Make it back.
Yeah, might as well.
Man. Look at that 19 of Bass not having a good day at all. Still managing to stay on the lead lap, though. Oh, something happened with Rudd.
That is Spencer getting into the back of Rudd going into turn 1.
.28 going back to claim a spot. Shouldn't be a long caution period. Everybody just pit, so. Oh! Beer did manage to get by the 93 of Watts.
For the yellow. Wow!
Ugh, we missed that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Super close. Just barely.
Just barely. Wow. Shoutouts to Karina Watts in that 93 with some damage, holding on for as long as she did out front.
Yeah.
But get that inside line on the rumble strips through the hairpin. That'll set you up for this final corner down to the short main straightaway. Start finish line. He was just able to just slingshot past.
Yeah. Just remarkable, honestly.
Very remarkable.
Look at the damage on the front of that 45, on the front of the 5 car.
Yeah.
Plowed head on into Nemechek, I believe. No, not Nemechek. It was the. Is that the 5 of Ching?
Change
No,
car.
8.
Change.
No, it was the 8 of
Oh,
Earnhardt.
Earnhardt. Yeah. Okay. We
Huh.
got more cars coming in. Well, Nemechek makes sense because of hitting Earnhardt. And also the 20, and also the 24.
Yeah,
Wow,
24
look
makes
how
sense as
bent in the 24. Just
I'm
noticed that rear
surprised
end.
by the 45 though.
Uh,
Might have
much
gotten a
longer
little
than
bit of
Sanity might. They got into a little bit of it, but at the same time, they might be, splitting strategies. Like a couple other cars too. Rich Roy got the 3 car. Well, the 8 in the Earnhardt and the 3 car of the other Beer brother, they got a little piece of the action a little bit.
Yeah, the
Well,
3
actually,
of Dale Beer.
Dale Beer, yeah, Rudd. This is going to take a little bit of a cleanup. This is going to take some time. Yeah, bumping, banging, exciting racing. I always figured these new cars would do well on road courses with their lighter car, just being lighter overall, the different tires, the lighter wheels, the new 5-speed gearboxes. In fact, they're actually running a proper differential for once, but look at that, sitting pretty, that number 20 Cadillac. Look at that 32 Burger King car. So many cool new liveries this week.
Yeah, I was just gonna comment on performance of Atwood.
Yeah,
The
and the
8.
7. He's had a quiet one. He's had a quiet race so far, but he's been just steadily moving up through the field.
Astley started pretty far back in the field, if I recall.
17th. He's made a couple of spots. He's picked and chose some places to make moves.
No, Gasly started 38th on the field.
Gasly at the 10 was the big mover. Wow.
Yeah,
his
Atwood
debut.
started 17th.
Yeah.
Lights out on our pace car.
Okay, we're going to come to green this time by. Oh, Watts, even with the damage, she started 21st. And is, even with the damaged car, running second.
Doesn't look
That's
like
not going to last, but.
doesn't look like she has. Doesn't look like Karina has any trouble going around the corners. It looks like she didn't quite have the downforce going down the straights. That seemed to be where Beer managed to get her.
Yeah. Well, again, Sonoma, you really only have the straight from the brow coming down 3A, and then you have the what they call the chute that leads immediately from that 90-degree corner, the bottom of the brow, bottom of the hill, and then the heading into 5A, what they call the boot.
Another car I just noticed is having a great performance today is that 33.
Yeah.
That DC
Just kinda snuck
Motorsports
up on
team.
you.
That DC Motorsports team definitely filling the underdog role here. Early in the season here,
So far, it's hard to say. They just kind of, again, snuck up on you.
yeah, they're almost 80 points back from the leader in the team standings.
Yeah. All right, pace car is in. Hank Beer gonna lead him to the green.
Green flag back out. Here we go. Some cars wasting no time trying to make some moves. Oh.
Yeah, oh, good one. That's. Oh my goodness. Yeah, spun it. Yeah, that's Gasly. He spun it. And everybody goes to the dirt to avoid him.
Oh. Hold on
that's
to
a
it.
61 now off. Whoa,
Oh.
the 3 lost the entire front end. What happened there?
I believe they took it off during that last pit stop when he was in. Oh, 42 around.
42's gone by. The 86 off of the grass.
No mercy for anybody today.
No, sir. Everybody getting racing with these new cars, and they're just getting a little too close for comfort. Getting a little too, feeling them out a little too much. And that's going to throw this strategy, I think. Yeah, with this amount of caution flag laps this early, you could probably see 2 stops at most.
Man, look at all the damage for
17.
Busher.
Yeah, Busher's been in it and a couple others. He was in that lap 2 accident at the hairpin.
Hank Beer gonna lead him to the line. Man, that 93 losing spots like nobody's business now.
Yeah, I think as time's gonna wear on, that car's just gonna keep dropping. I think it might be body-wise, it might be fine, but there might be issues mechanically with it. So we need to look back and see what happened on this restart. And that's a phrase that we are gonna hear for a while. Okay.
Here we go.
Gasly. Looks like, did Draco push him?
No, 94.
Or was he spinning? 94.
Oh!
Whoa!
Big damage.
Damn! Big hit. Marlon got a piece of it.
And then everybody else just kind of scatters.
Yep. Then
Nice save by the 61.
Nice save by the 61. Rockingham might have got into him, actually.
Oh,
17 right off into the grass.
that's what happened there with
Reese
42.
leads up into the 42. 86 gets by him, but on the outside. Wow.
A lot of damage for that 3 car. Not having a good day compared to his teammate.
What did I say at the start? What did I say earlier? This place is like a short track. This place is like a short track road course. Excuse me. I'm a little bit too busy with fizzy bubbly earlier today. Hank Beer is just sitting going, well, this is fun when I'm actually able to drive under power.
Yeah.
But people behind me keep wrecking. We got Beer in the lead, Nick Gralla in that 20 Cadillac in second. Are they coming in? They're coming in.
Oh, yep.
More strategy calls coming into play now. That's going to give the lead to Doug Neischwanger in the 43. Watts coming in the 93 and Salmi in the 29.
77 is Sweet.
That's
Nadu.
44 right there. Nadu.
Holland. Marlon.
Got into that accident. The 61 had an
Warren.
accident. Warren.
These 4 definitely make sense.
These 4 all have made sense, yes. Oh, I just saw the damage on Rockingham's hood for a little bit.
Wow, I'm a little surprised by the fact that 17 stayed out there.
Might be coming in next time by. We'll see.
Maybe.
The car in fresh air. So
All
now
right.
we got Doug Neischwanger. Neischwanger Insanity in the 43 Dodge, leading the field.
All right. I guess. What do you say? Run down through the field?
Sure.
All right. In first is the 43 of Doug Neischwanger. In second is the 33 of Simmons.
That's Simmons.
Third is Craven. Fourth is Atwood. Fifth, Ching. Sixth is Malin. Malin. Seventh, Osborne. Eighth is Draco. Ninth, Hamlin. 10th belongs to Logano. 11th is Coleman. 12th, Kane. 13th, Spencer. 14th, Bass. 15th, Gregson. 16th belongs to Ormond. 17th is Rudd.
Back up in the 17th.
Yeah. 18th, Kenseth. Or Nemechek, sorry.
Nemechek.
Yeah.
Troy. E3 Papyrus car. Lund.
45.
Earnhardt in the 8. Cindric in the 2.
Sure.
Buster's the late call up in that 17 car. Hank Beer stuck back.
All these really fast cars stuck way back here. Looks like they took off the front. Front nose piece of the 40 of Marlin. Very similar to the 3 of Beer. Going green this time by. Going back to the green here.
Yeah, any moment.
Man, look how far back the 4 of Beer is. I got a bad feeling about that for him.
Only about a fifth of the way through the race. We've got time. He's got time. Assuming that everybody plays nice and we don't end up with... But we'll see. He's got time. He can recover.
A lot of cars with a lot of damage, but we still only have those 4 out of the race. So,
Yeah. Like I said, short track road course.
green flag out, here we go.
Oh, Atwood on the outside, looking to get that inside drop, and he gets it. Moves up into third.
2x2 coming
Raven
down
in
the
that
hill.
32. Oh, battling. Schwanger's enjoying it.
Looks like everybody getting things figured out.
That's more up there in that 50-60 car. Impressive.
Simmons up to second.
Simmons in second, yeah.
I really hope one of these Nightschwanger Insanity cars can get it done today. They have had such a tough run the last 2 weeks. Looked super strong. Looked like they had both cars able to win Daytona, but both ending up in the garage area. And then
Doug having the most unfortunate, obviously.
yeah,
You
Gloria.
really had to try to put a one Daytona. Gloria probably would have been up there too, but she got
Wow.
involved in an accident super early. Wow. Big
Marlin.
hits for Marlin and Nadu.
Salmi, Holland, Warren,
And the
and
cars missing deck
Sweet.
lids. We got cars missing front ends. Again, we got cars probably again having damage, getting more damage, getting adjustments, going off strategy. Nick Simmons in this 33.
Yeah.
Real good job. And Neischwanger's been up there. He ran top 5, of course. He had the run at Daytona we're all talking about, the Cinderella story that just didn't quite pan out at the end, but he also ran fairly well at Fontana last week.
You know, for a last-minute entry team, they are absolutely killing it on performance, just not having the results to show for it.
Yeah, they're showing their intent, though. They definitely are letting people know that Neischwanger Insanity is a team that's here. You need to think about them. You can't dismiss them and hand wave them as just like, oh, a field filler. No, they're a chartered entry. They're here for a reason. They're doing a good job. Even if the results don't show for it, the team came together so late that just the fact of what they've been able to do is impressive, and they're only going to build from there. And they have. You can see it right now.
Yeah, they've led in just about at both
Every
Daytona.
race.
Yeah.
No, they led in pit strategy for a little bit at Fontana. They weren't on the right winning one, but they still led a couple laps. But they've technically had a car lead at least once the whole race. Lund, I thought, had a good shot of winning last week. Came close.
Fastest lap of the race so far does belong to Hank Beer with a 1:16.164.
1664. 1664. Yeah, that's a good time, actually. Fast pace. He's got like 300s over the next best car.
Gotta feel bad for the 48 with the lap time. 1:34.7.
That's extenuating circumstances. You can't really.
No, you can't.
The car got hit and then something happened. Drivetrain issue and it started smoking. You can't really claim that to be it. Who knows how car competitive it is? I'm more impressed with the fact that there's about 2-second difference between the whole field
Yeah.
over this 2-mile undulating road course, accelerating, braking, shifting up through the gears, shifting down through the gears. And they're that close. And everybody's still running this close.
Looks like we're finally gonna get a green flag run here. Everybody finally settled down.
Well, yeah, you just might. Again, I think we are going to see over the like who's going to have a good green flag run car, who's going to have a short run car. Simmons is getting closer, just little by little. It was 0.7 of a second. Now it's down to about half a second. Closing, little by little. Smart road course racer will figure out how to close without burning up their car. Rudd, meanwhile, has gotten past third, past Atwood for third. Yeah, he's gotten by.
That is the 32 of Craven.
Craven, my bad. Craven got by Atwood. Excuse me. Excuse me. Like I said, I had a little bit of that fizzy bubbly, my friend. This is wine country, after all. And I couldn't help myself at the sponsor pavilion.
To be fair, our producer did say to have what we wanted.
Yeah. Hank Beard, though, starting to make a move. Same with Earnhardt in the 20. Or Earnhardt in the 8, my bad.
Still feel like something's not quite right with that 86 car. Staying
It's
competitive.
a little better, but yeah, it's not there. Yeah, I mean, it might have had an issue. Again, these new cars, there might be something wrong with, maybe not the drivetrain, maybe an electrical fault. It might be a spark plug. It might be down a cylinder. You just don't know.
Another lap or two, and we should have our longest green flag run of the day so far.
Simmons is closing, though. Again, another 10th S lap. 0.3 of a second behind.
Ooh, lost a little bit of time there.
He kind of gains it on the back half of the course. Neisschwager's pretty good in the first sector. Turns 1 and 2, coming through here. This is about where he gains his time, but then Simmons really dominates the back half of the course, coming up over this brow and then heading down into turn 4. Turn 4, you head downhill onto the bridge. Again, as you can see, there is an actual ravine right there.
Yeah.
And Simmons just dives. He just starts rolling through this part of the course. From turn 5, the boot, in through the S's, he seems to gain all his speed back.
Yeah, Simmons definitely looks way stronger through this second half of the course.
That's part of the fun of road racing. That's what makes these cars fun to watch. You'll have different drivers and cars do better on different parts of the track. These two are definitely starting to leave the rest behind.
Yeah, full second.
Simmons especially likes to do that dive bomb. If he's going to make a move, it's either going to be in turn 5 going into the boot, or it's going to be right there in turn 9 going into the hairpin. It's closing. Doug Neisschwager, though, is feeling the pressure, but he's not letting it break him just yet.
Not quite.
Atwood's looking pretty racy too, looking at third as well, behind Craven.
Yeah, pretty racy back there.
Chang's doing okay to keep up.
Looks like everybody's kind of single filed and calmed down.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, again, this course, how you pass people, you move muscle around in the corners. You muscle them in the corners, you got two really good braking zones, and that's where you're going to make up your time. Or if you're going to pass somebody, you're probably going to pass it either, again, in 5, maybe in 2 if you're really ballsy, or have the guts to do so. Or if you're going to make a move, it's going to be right here at this hairpin. Where again, that inside line, you kind of like fighting like a short track. You fight to protect that inside line. You muscle people out of your way on the outside. And you hope that you have the power and the ability to have that swooping arc through the final corner down the main straightaway here. And then already you're turning and braking into turn 1. You're going uphill into the S section right here, turn 2. And on top of that, I love this track. I really do. A lot of people have said that there's just not that much fun watching the racing here, but to me, just the fact that these cars are just doing this. People are driving these cars as fast as they are on this roller coaster ride of a road course and not crashing and spinning out at every opportunity just is spellbinding. Sorry for my soapbox rant.
No. Absolutely love to hear those kinds of things.
And it's not even local bias. I've watched open wheel racing here. I've watched sports car races here. These cars are pretty closer to sports cars than I remember watching stock cars, but I like it.
I
See the strengths of the underbody and why they're able to run like that.
Yeah, definitely gonna be night and day between the two tracks. The next 2 tracks between now and our next road course. Next 2 tracks on the schedule being Vegas and Phoenix.
And I love the fact we get a road courses early and then we go right back to different types of ovals. We go from a super speedway to a short track to a road course. And unfortunately, my mic cut out for a second. What were the other 2 tracks next in the calendar?
Next 2 tracks on the calendar are Vegas and Phoenix.
So we go from a super speedway, 2.5-mile super speedway, a half-mile short track, a 2-mile road course that drives like a short track, to a 1.5-mile intermediate style oval, which is honestly, all these courses are a little bit bigger than what most of these drivers regularly race on. And then again, a mile oval. So we've got all 5 of our main.
Yeah, and then after we go to Vegas and Phoenix, we turn our attention towards our next road course, that being the Circuit of Americas.
And the cars are all symmetrical now, and they're not, you can't really build cars for certain tracks anymore. You have a car and you set it up to run the track you're given, the track you're at. Which is another level of complexity to this puzzle.
Absolutely.
I find it fascinating.
Definitely.
Yeah, Neischwanger and Simmons are really starting to leave the others behind, maybe 2 seconds back. But definitely in a little battle right now. We play a nice little break.
Yeah, having a nice little back and forth. Those 2 are not really changing positions, but definitely playing a little bit of cat and mouse. Simmons will gain a little bit.
Early, I wouldn't. If I was in Neischwanger's shoes, I would try to go as slow as I could while still maintaining the lead. I wouldn't really try to go for it and leave Simmons in the dust behind me until maybe about 20 to go, 25 to go. After my last pit stop, I'd try to make a run for it and just drive away. Simmons, I feel like, again, he knows it, and he's just trying to stay behind Neischwanger and go, okay, I can hang with this guy. I'm just going to try to limit and see how long I can hang with the leader.
Yeah, these 2 starting to definitely pull away. 2 seconds between them and 3rd place, Craven.
Well, Craven's battling Atwood. He's having a similar situation with Atwood. You've
Only
got Shank in the 5.
Yeah, who's been strong all season.
Strong all season, and especially today, you've got the 18, new car. You've got Osborne in the 55.
Happy to see it. I am so glad to see him finally up here towards the front.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks have just.
Yeah, Daytona was not. Daytona and last week especially were not kind.
No, they were not kind to him, but they were definitely kind to his the other
Teammates, yes.
his other car he owns.
Yeah.
Let's see what the distance is between these two and third place when they cross the line. Ooh.
Still half a second gap, but they're pulling out about a tenth or two per lap.
2.5 back to fourth.
Yeah, it was about 2.4, and now it's about 2.6.
Almost, actually, an exact 3 seconds all the way back to Ching, though.
Yeah, 3.5, give or take, on my screen.
Yeah.
This is road racing at its finest, honestly.
Absolutely. I want to watch a few cars go over this hill here. It's an absolute beautiful view. Ooh. Let's stick with this camera for a little bit. Looks like Neischwanger and Simmons both lost a little bit of time to third place last lap. Tires could be starting to fall off here. Follow this for a minute. Tight battle through the rest of the field. Neischwanger and Simmons leading. Third is Craven. Fourth is Atwood. Fifth, Ching. Sixth, Mallon. Seventh, Osborne. Eighth is Hamlin. Ninth, Coleman. 10th is Draco. 11th is Logano. 12th is Spencer. 13th, Kane. 14th belongs to Gregson. 15th is Bass. 16th is Nemechek. 17th is Orman. 18th is Roy. 19th is Cindric. 20th is Lund. 21st belongs to Hank Beer. 22nd belongs to Gralla. 23rd is Duke Kane. 24th is Rockingham. 25th is Gasly. 26th belongs to Beer. 27th is Earnhardt. 28th is Busher. 29th is Watts. 30th belongs to Rudd. 31st is Nadu. 32nd is Marlin. And 33rd is Insalmi. Although that could change here in a second. Not going to change. 34th is Sweet. 35th belongs to Holland. 36th is Warren. 4 cars out of this race. 37th belongs to Jarrett. 38th is Birch. 39th is Michaels. And 40th is our championship leader at the moment, Alex Johnson. I swung her into the pits.
Oh. I didn't see that one coming. Okay. No takers either.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be the only one.
Curious, but again, still got some time. Still don't know if that's going to be the right strategy or not.
Yeah, don't.
Going to give Simmons the lead. He's pulling away with ease. Definitely showing well for today, I gotta say. He's doing a good job.
Absolutely. Simmons doing a fantastic job today. Let's see if he comes in this time. Looks like he's kind of letting it roll through the S's instead of
Well, like I said earlier, that seems to be where he's picking up. Oh, Atwood in from 3rd place.
Let's see. Ooh, Coleman diving into the inside of Hamlin.
That's how you do it. If you're going to make the move, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
You
gets
just
it
hope
done.
that you can get clear of the car around you because you are setting
Cindric
yourself
in.
up for Cindric's in. Yep.
No other takers at the moment.
Not yet.
Guessing Rockingham came in?
Maybe. Maybe.
He's definitely a little bit farther away from the cars that were with
He
him.
had been having problems earlier. So might be down a cylinder, might be overheating. Not quite sure what's wrong with that car, but do know that he's off the pace and has been since I think about lap 15, right before the pileup in turn 1. That incident.
Yeah.
He had low.
Although, to be fair, he kind of was the cause of that. He did bunch all those cars up.
Yeah.
Simmons gonna stay.
Lot of separate multiple car incidents. Cheng is in. Cheng is in. Excuse me. I always say it with an E sound, but it's an I sound. Cheng.
Let's see.
Cheng.
Nobody else headed in. Well, no.
No. So again, it's just separates. Okay, strategies.
Man, those guys are way far back. The 7 of Atwood had time to go in and get out before those guys caught up to him.
Yeah, that's what having a healthy car will do.
Almost 4-second lead for Sim. He should. I'm imagining. What was that?
Just roll around. It's like rolling wreckage. Just
Oh,
roll
yeah.
around, get some miles underneath you. Just stay out of people's way. A lot easier to do it on these courses, honestly, than an actual short track, because you got way more space. Even on a track like this, you got way more space.
Gonna stay out another lap. Top 3 all gonna stay out. Looks like Osborne headed in.
Seems about fair.
see what the gap is here.
It's going to be at least an easy
4.
double digit. 4 seconds. He gained about a second and a half that lap. Let's do it. He is just cruising right now.
I think he's trying. Sounds like he's trying to save through fuel as he goes through like the S's.
Yeah, I remember actually being around one time where I heard a driver basically able to save fuel very well at Sonoma. They would be off the gas, floating through the corner. Like, I would.
Yeah, listen to him just roll through the corner.
Yeah. Well, I'd get corners. Well, I would get like tickets. So as I was saying, I'd get tickets at the top of turn 2 at Sonoma here, and that way you could see almost all of the whole track, as well as a good spot of the action that happens on restarts and such. And I remember one year listening to a driver who was way out ahead, leading, saving fuel by just letting off the gas and letting the natural physics of a car rolling uphill slow down.
Oh, we have a caution.
Caution's out. What's it for?
Yeah, we're gonna have to go off the pace car here because I have no idea.
Yeah, this is a curious one. What's it? What is it?
There's our lights.
Paused it.
Oh!
And so Neischwanger and Rudd.
Oh, so what the?
What the?
Oh!
Oh my goodness.
They got into each other.
Neischwanger got into each other. Rudd goes for a wild ride.
And just as he's about to save it,
hits. Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
and Neischwanger just pushing him down the road. Oh no. Oh boy. I was real worried there for a second. I thought that was going to be worse than what it was.
Still, that is a tough break for Doug Neischwanger. He had a solid car out front, and that thing is definitely not going to be running right now.
No.
I can also tell you that Simmons is going to be
Ching.
super mad. Ching is in.
Ching picked up some damage somewhere.
Yeah, what happened to the 5?
Yeah, no damage on the right side there.
What happened here? Flat tire?
I don't know, because he had hard damage on the right side there.
So that must have happened the lap earlier, maybe.
No. It should have happened on lap 40 here, just before the caution.
I think it's a little bit of tough. Closing in on Rudd, maybe. Huh. Not quite sure. Through the S's. Maybe he felt the car wasn't right.
Oh, here it comes.
61.
Oh!
Big hit. Wow, that was coming back to the yellow.
Big hit for Ching. Wow. You heard that.
That's another rough, yeah. Oh, that is not the place to go off. I've heard of when open wheel cars used to race at Sonoma. I had heard of a team like just straight up destroying a tub, tracking carbon fiber tub. Yeah.
It's like just Atwood, Cindric, Osborne, and Rockingham staying out.
Everybody's going to come in now to take fuel, tires. This is the perfect setup and time for this.
I'm trying to get a good angle on that 16 car. It looks like they aren't running good years.
Whoa, that's... Huh. That's interesting.
I couldn't get a good angle on it.
And look at these four. Atwood, Cindric, Osborne, and Rockingham staying out and going up to the top of the charts.
I don't know if I like the move by Rockingham staying out like that.
Yeah, me either.
Way his car's been running, I don't know if I like it. Just seems like it'll lead to nothing. No good.
Yeah, this restart's going to be interesting.
Caution lights are
Now,
out, so
we are going to see if that happens. Let's see if something bad happens.
Atwood
What
got
an opportunity
extreme.
break.
Yeah, Atwood came
Yeah.
in just before the caution.
Well, it's a lucky break for all three of these cars. They picked up a huge amount of track position. And that's the nature of road course races, especially one like Sonoma, where you rarely have lapped cars. Think of all the damaged cars we have. Everybody.
5 of Ching out of the race now as well. He'll finish 36th. Top 10 as we come to the restart here. First is Atwood, second, Cindric, third, Osborne, fourth, Rockingham, fifth is Simmons, sixth, Mallon, seventh, Coleman, eighth, Spencer, ninth, Logano, and rounding out the top 10 will be Draco.
Here we go. Racy as they go to the hairpin there.
Here we go. Those lapped cars slowly coming out of the pits here.
Yep.
Well, not really lap down cars, but
Oh, they're gonna get close. It's gonna be close. Here we go. Green flag.
Oh.
Osborne with the move. Gonna try to make a move on the inside.
oh, there goes the 49.
Oh!
He's good. Looks like he's good. Shouldn't be a caution. Caution.
Still good. No caution. No caution. Still good. No caution.
Oh,
You get
you're cutting the corner.
You're going through the corner. Cutting the corner. Going through the grass. Yes, that is grass. It's dirt, but it is still grass. I live near here. I've seen the pictures of this place in the wintertime. It is a beautiful, green, lush hillside that makes you think you're racing in England rather than California. But drought season has not been kind this year. Atwood lead. Oh, Cindric up. Atwood's starting to pull away a little bit.
I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Atwood's like one of the only cars in this race that doesn't have a lick of damage.
Nah, he's run a pretty conservative race. He's picked up most of his spots through just smart driving, pit strategy, staying out of trouble. Hard to stay out of trouble when you got 40 of these cars running on a track like this.
Looks like we're slowly starting to catch up to our back markers.
Yeah. This is going to be the issue now. How do you get through traffic? These three are definitely going to start pulling away from fourth place. Maybe not as expected. Who knows? Oops. Oh, love that camera shot.
Yeah, this.
Look how much stuff they have packed at Sonoma. You've got a drag strip here. You've got this cutout here that you see going through the S's built for motorcycle racing. And open wheel cars used it too.
I think for a little bit. I want to say for a little bit NASCAR.
NASCAR ran the full sports car course. The motorcycle course wasn't made until the mid-90s.
The more you know. The more you know, as they say. I absolutely love these camera angles here. Atwood almost having a second lead over Cindric here already.
Yeah, it used to be that there was only one layout at Sonoma. It was the full road course where they go inside, they go down the drag strip and come out like right here where the boot is. But then racing started getting more popular. I mean, hell, the actual hairpin designs changed. The motorcycle portion, as far as I remember, didn't happen. This little chicane right here, this strip of tarmac didn't happen until the 2000s. When major sponsor Infineon came into play, and the track got one of the first like name branding exercises, and got several much needed improvements. I remember what this place used to look like before Infineon money came in and they rebuilt everything. There was way thousand 2001-ish. 2001 was the big change. That's when the money came in and it really started to change. And now you got what you have today. And the track too is also facing well, but Atwood's flying.
He lost.
Atwood's,
Looks like he looked like he lost like a 10th last lap, but nothing to be
he's still,
too concerned about.
yeah, he's controlling the pace. Again, I think he's just trying to space it where he's running perfectly where he's at. He's in a where I can control the pace of the race, but I don't have to deal with the lap traffic ahead of me. I can keep the car behind me at bay. Cindric, though, coming from the back to the front, to the back, to the front again.
It looked like he could potentially go back to back, maybe.
He might. You know. Osborne's looking good in third, right behind him. Franklin Rockingham and hanging tough with the leaders. I'm amazed.
Simmons.
I thought that car was out of the lunch in before. Simmons is still there in the top 5. Not to mention we got 18 of Kyle Mallon.
Yeah.
One of the new drivers this weekend. An 18 Interstate Batteries car.
Oof. Our leader's definitely starting to gain on those back.
Yeah,
back
Marlon's
markers.
holding up that 3-car group. Yeah, Marlon's really holding up that 3-car group. You can see it. And again, Atwood is smart enough that he's not doing anything too crazy. He's trying to stay away from him as long as he can. He's bunching up the rest of the field. Let the other drivers to wear those cars out. I'm going to just be like, just chill. I'm just going to be right here. This is fine. Love seeing these cars go through the S's, especially I've been at Sonoma, so there's that little spot through the final corner in the S's. You can actually see, used to be able to see like the chain link fence, and you can actually see the cars coming at you through the chain link fence and like make the corner, and you're level with the cars. It was very dangerous, yes, but very, very exhilarating to watch cars at speed go through there. In general, it's fun to watch cars go through here. I love going to the historic races they have here. Granted, they've gotten a little too expensive for my blood lately, because it's funny, the Sonoma historic races. Hey, they go to Sonoma. And it used to be okay when the prices weren't bad, but now they've gotten to almost Monterey historic prices. That's no good. I'm not paying $300 to get into, just to buy a ticket, let alone Actually, you can't get a paddock pass at Monterey. You can get a paddock pass at Sonoma. It's expensive, but you can for a store. This is way, way more my alley, though. This is fantastic racing so far.
Absolutely. I'm
We're
wondering
not
if...
even at the halfway point yet.
No, we're just about there.
Just
I'm wondering if maybe Atwood is kind of slowing up so he doesn't quite have to get up to these lap cars yet.
Probably. That's my best guess. Again, he's controlling the pace of the race right now. He's letting everybody else burn their cars out. He's trying to stay as far as... He's probably getting calls from his radio and saying, stay as far away from these 3 cars ahead of you. They've been in like most of the accidents so far. You've got the Marlin in the car without the front clip holding everybody up. Well, it looks like Holland's going to try to make a move around Marlin. Yes, he does. Okay, yeah. Clear shot. Now he can get past him.
There we go. Ooh. 61 of Warren failing to get by Marlin.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Again, you can't really... The S's are a fun part of the track to run on, but you can't really pass through there. You can set up a pass going into the hairpin, but unless the other car's having an issue, or the other driver made a mistake, or the tires are falling off, or whatever, you don't really pass going through there.
The problem is
Turn 1 and 2.
we've seen drivers try to set up coming into that last corner, and we saw it earlier. We saw it early in the race where it just did not work for some people.
It depends on the car. Remember what I said earlier about cars having long run pace, short run pace? It looks to me that Franklin Rockingham in that 4th place car's got short run pace because he's fallen off from 2nd and 3rd, and Simmons is all over the back of him in the 33 car.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it looks like Atwood really controlling his pace because
it's smart. It's smart driving.
He was almost to the back of the 61, but then he backed off.
It's a smart call. You use less fuel, you use less tires, you save your tires. This track is normally, again, you normally run this race in the summer, you tear out tires quick. It's like a short track. It's like going to Darlington, South Carolina. Tires make a huge difference at this place. And with the weather as crazy as it's been here, with it being like 70 degrees, sunny, and with the track temps, again, not quite as hot in the summer, but close enough, you got that in the back of your mind. Maybe a new car, but the old strategies of that, saving your tires, saving your fuel, saving your gearbox, it all still applies. And he's smart enough that he's just controlling the race. He's not being pressured. Showing a lot of maturity.
Absolutely. I gotta give another shout out to both the 55 of Osborne and the 33 of Simmons. Both running inside the top 5. Daytona and Auto Club were not kind to those two drivers. I mean, setting up to get by Marlin there.
Finally cleared him.
Not quite. There we go. Now he's cleared him. Now it's time to see what Atwood does. I believe we should be about 9 laps away from pit stops again, roughly, it seems.
Probably, yeah. About 15 to 20 laps, depending on how your pace is, how fast you're running, etc. And again, the actual overall is kind of obscured because we've had so many cautions so early.
Definitely a lot of people on oddball strategies.
Meanwhile, coming into we got a battle for 4th. Looks like Simmons is trying to set up a move on Rockingham. And he gets by, and he's battling.
No, Rockingham gonna hold on to it there.
Just for a little bit. like I said, Simmons. Oh, that's Spencer going way wide. 41 car through the S's. No, I agree. Again, conserving everything, making it run. Okay, let's see what he does here. Yeah, not a lap down car. Marlon has, every right to stay out and stay on the lead lap, even with this car looking like a modified. Oh, gets into the back of him. Gives him a little nudge saying, hi, I'm here.
Looks like the 7 pretty much just pushing the 40 at this point. Just trying to tell him to go. We gotta go, bud. Time to go. Looks like Atwood gonna.
He's got it. Yeah,
there.
Move, how you do it? You force him into the inside. And again, you just.
Atwood gonna be in so much trouble now. He is not in the preferred line at this point.
That's the problem. Well, maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, here comes Cindric.
Wow.
Marlon costing Atwood so much time. Oh, there goes Osborne. Looking to make it not 1, but 2, maybe. No, not quite going to make it to the second, to first. Osborne going to take second that lap.
Oh my goodness. Osborne up to second. Closing in on Atwood. And Marlon is holding up the whole field now. Goodness. Rockingham looking racy now. Looking on the inside. Might try to look for a minute behind Cindric, but stuck to it. But, oh, man.
Marlon just causing nothing but problems at this moment.
He's still on the lead lap. There's nothing you can do. The leader's got to get past him cleanly.
Oh.
The flags aren't being shown yet. Simmons tried to get a little bit too racy. Got a little impatient. That's going to allow Mallon to close in.
Yeah, Mallon going to take the spot.
Wow. Good stuff. Look at this, though. Osborne in the 55, right up on the back bumper of Atwood.
You can tell that Marlon was the problem for those other 2 cars. I mean, look at the distance between them.
Absolutely. And even though this is, again, I keep saying it's like a short track, you do need front downforce at this track. You do need a front clip to get the car to go through the corners.
Absolutely.
And Marlon's proving that right now. Oh boy. Gage Osborne in the 55. Right there. What a run he's having.
Looks like he keeps trying to set the 7 of Atwood up. Just can't quite find the right moment.
If he's gonna, I think Osborne's best chance, I think, with his car and how he's driving, is going into the hairpin.
I think so too. Yeah. He almost had him when he passed Cindric.
Really strong going into that hairpin. Yeah. He looks really strong through there. And with Marlon holding up Atwood, man. Here we go. This could be it.
Oh.
Maybe.
Opens the door for Cindric.
Cindric down to the inside for second.
No, not gonna have it. Not even gonna have enough speed to get him.
He looked. He got side by side with him, but didn't quite have him. Not too bad. Good look though. But look at how much momentum you lose if you don't make that pass.
Ooh. Like Osborne was looking for it a second there.
Yeah, everybody's getting impatient now.
Well, they gotta be. They've been sitting behind Marlon for about 4 laps now.
4 laps for sure. And everyone was pretty much clear and content with just riding it out, right until the pit stops. But now you've got lap traffic and the leader won't get by. And now everyone's right up on everybody's bumpers and it's a freight train. And everybody's waiting for somebody to make a mistake.
I'm wondering if Atwood started to burn up those tires trying to get by Marlin.
Or here comes. Yep, not quite. I agree, though, Mark. I agree. Atwood might have burned up his tires trying to get by.
And now he's just trying to hold on to it, hold off.
Yeah, he's on right now. He's holding on as much as Marlin is.
He's just trying to hold off Osborne until pit stops arrive.
Yeah.
Should be roughly 4 laps away from it.
Yeah, 4 or 5. It's going to depend on different cars. Different cars, of course, are off strategy. Some drivers are just
way wide for Osborne.
Yeah. A lot of cars go wide through there. It just depends on how much speed you feel like, how much carry you feel like. The only issue is that with the older car having a higher center of gravity and more suspension travel, you could go over that big curbing without much issue. These new cars, man, whew, I don't know, might tear up the car a little bit quicker than the teams would like. Atwood, though, you can tell he's really trying hard to get by.
There it goes. I don't like this.
Maybe. Nah, he looked. It was
He
a
looked
good look, but he wasn't quite there. And here comes Cindric again, trying to look in the inside.
Not gonna have enough speed again.
Yeah. That's funny how that works. His car isn't strong enough to do that. Osborne probably could go through there, but it's not the preferred line.
Nobody coming into the pits yet.
Not yet. No, not yet. All the action up front right now, the 7 and the 55. Oh, man, Osborne, look.
There he goes. He's gonna get him. Atwood gonna give it up. Let Osborne take it. Have to wait and see if Osborne.
Got him. Wow. Sorry about that. My monitor fritzed out for a second. That must have been a beautiful pass.
Oh, it absolutely was. Time to see if Osborne is able to take it or get by Marlin. No, looks like he's gonna have the same problems Atwood was having.
Jeez.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh.
No. You need to go wide. You go wide through there to set up the inside of 2. If he could get to the inside of him going through turn 2, he might be able to take it clear.
I think Osborne might have the speed to get by Marlin. Just has to find his moment.
Too. He's just got to find it. Yeah, find the spot. Might be right here, going into 5, going into the boot. Not this time.
Oh, gives him a shot.
Gives him a shot going, come on now. It's go time. We're past halfway. We're going to pit stops. It's go time. I want to build up a lead, dang it.
Marlin not having any of it, though.
Wow. Car must have a lot of power in it. He's able to stay up with them on the fast sections. Just not able to handle the corners. Or under braking. This has stacked up the field tremendously. Everybody from the second.
Whoa, big speed there.
He keeps looking, but again, you can't really pass people going on the inside of 1 like that. Going up the hill. You set up you could pass on the outside, but the inside car has got the huge disadvantage. Besides that, if you get it wrong, you're gonna clip the inside of that concrete barrier, and that's not a smooth curve either. It'll like rip something off the car. He's looking. He's looking hard.
Coming to 40 to go this time.
Yep. Yes, sir. What a run, though, for Gage Osborne in the 55.
Absolutely. What? After the last 2 weeks, this is an amazing run by him.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing run for the 55 and his team. Heck, amazing runs for Atwood, too, in the 11.
Another great run by Cindric.
Cindric looking to go back-to-back.
Our 500 winner looking to make another win, too.
He's really surprised me. And don't forget the 18 of Mullen.
Simmons back there as well.
Simmons, too. You got the youth movement. You got the rookies in here, too. Well, everybody's a rookie technically, but you got cars that didn't even make this field at Daytona, didn't show up. People just showing up out of nowhere.
Gage trying just about everything at this point.
He's just, man.
Oh, wow.
Another boot.
Trying to tell him to get the hell out of the way, man.
So close. Again, Mullen keeps looking at Rockingham for 4th, but not quite able to get by. This track is much more momentum-based than you realized, actually. Especially these big old things.
Oh, here we go.
Parallel. Side by side.
Let's see, can he get it done this time?
Yeah, I think he's got it. He's got it.
There we go.
Inside, there we go. Now he's going to start pulling away, going, yes, finally. And amazingly, that's the first car a lap down.
Yeah.
And it took 2 different drivers in the lead 10 laps to get by.
Now let's see if Atwood can get by him. Now that he's watched Osborne go after it for about 10 laps now.
Hard to say if Atwood can get by.
Yeah, look at him pull away.
He was being held up a ton.
Mm-hmm.
He's just flowing. Just tremendous run now for the 55.
Oh, 77 in.
Yep, sweet.
Yeah, he's the only one in at the moment.
He came in
Ooh,
early.
side by side.
Yep, that's Mullen looking at Rockingham.
Rockingham gonna hold on to it.
He's driving a good defensive race so far.
I just wanted to see if there's anybody else in.
Not yet. Not quite.
2-second gap for
It's all
Osborne.
for Marlin. It's just Marlin holding everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
And Osborne is just going, yes, thank you. Please keep going. Just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, number 40. Probably thank their crew chief after this race or something.
I gotta say, those magical line racing. Oh!
Oh, we got a car off in the back. 2 cars. That's Spencer and
Logano.
Joyce Logano. More cars off in the back. Way off into the boot, it looked like.
Wait, doesn't look like it.
Mm,
We'll go back and look, but I want to check this out first.
okay, let's see what happened here. I had noticed earlier that Spencer and Logano
Oh.
were back. Oh. Spencer and Logano had been battling through the S's the last couple of laps. I noticed that Spencer was going wide, but it looked like Simmons checked them both up, and that's what caused that.
Somebody off in the bus stop. Just some dust from those two.
Okay.
Atwood and everybody else behind the 40 of Marlin gotta be taking a sigh of relief at this point.
Yeah, because again, we're right around the time for pit stops.
As I was getting ready to say before the caution came out, those Magical Line racing cars not having a good day at all.
No, and Marlin punching everybody up under yellow.
Yeah.
Cornering everybody up under yellow. Oh. Well, just for a little bit longer.
Yeah, 32nd for Holland and currently 34th for Marlin. So those Magical Line racing car Dodges are not having a good day at all.
No. No. They weren't that good in practice, honestly, either.
No.
And then this race hasn't turned out well for them either.
No. You see what I'm talking about that Cadillac, though?
Yeah, I'm curious about that new Cadillac. That's the new CDSV.
It looks like... It doesn't look like they're running Goodyears.
Goodyear.
Unless it's just a off-white color, but...
I mean, the car itself does not look like a traditional stock car. At least in livery design, it has much more in common with what I'd see in maybe Australia.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming. Really? Is he gonna stay? He's staying out.
Osborne's staying out.
Oh my goodness!
I wonder what the strategy plan is here.
Wow. This is
There's
a bold move.
Bold strategy. I can't imagine this working out for him very well.
Well, that's a bold strategy, Jim. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Absolutely.
Sweet got caught a lap down, actually.
Yeah, Sweet a lap down. So that'll bump. Give me a second, Jesus. I'm trying to catch up to who that is. Jesus.
That's gonna bump up.
The 20 of Gralla.
20 of Gralla. Hank Beer back into the picture.
17 in the picture as well now. As well as the 93.
Wow.
There we go. That's the camera angle I've been looking for here. See who gets out first.
Cedric.
Ooh, that was tight.
Rockingham got him. I think Rockingham got him there. A lot of time got us off pit road. Oh, he did get him. Just a good eye.
Okay, we're gonna do one quick thing. And then we're gonna
also give shout-outs to Nemechek for qualifying on the pole in his first start. Because I just realized that pole position usually gets the last pit and
Oh,
out.
they aren't. 16 is
They're
not running Goodyears. They're running Dunlops.
That might just be a branding choice.
Possibly.
I think it's a branding choice. Dunlop is owned by Goodyear. So they probably have Australian sponsors and such, and so
Yeah, because it looks like the 20 Cadillac is running Goodyears. Just white wall versions of them. Caution lights out on the pace car, going green this time. currently in first is still Osborne. Second belongs to Ralla. Third, Beer. Fourth will be Busher. Fifth will be Watts. Sixth, Cindric. Seventh.
They actually. Oh, seventh. Okay.
Seventh will be Rockingham. Eighth will be Atwood. Ninth will be the 94 of Coleman. And rounding out the top 10 will be Mallon.
Yeah, that's 16. The story of the Dunlop Tire Company is a very complicated one because multiple reports and checking on different things. In North America, Dunlop tires are operated by Goodyear. In North America, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. But Sumitomo Rubber actually owns the motorcycle side of Dunlop tires. So yes, it is a Goodyear tire brand, technically. The car tires are built by, Dunlops are built, Goodyear tires are Dunlops. And look at the white walls on that Cadillac.
I know.
I just realized that thing had white walls. Okay.
Got two lap
New
cars.
teams, new ideas, and
Two lap cars within the top 10 here.
Green flag, here we go.
Oh, this is not going to work well. I can already see it.
Oh, Ralla's looking in.
Oh, there goes Mallon.
Oh,
Fast.
Mallon's off. 19's off. I want to say it was the 19 that caused that, but hard to say.
No caution. Wow, Osborne losing 2 spots. Ralla to the front. Beer in second.
Wow. Yeah, I think Osborne rolled the dice and it came up snake eyes.
Yep.
You take the gambles like that. Not this early. I wouldn't have taken it this early in the race.
Credit where credit's due to Sweet, though.
Sweet has actually got a fast car and is really just doing a great job of staying in front of the leaders. Again, he got caught. He was the first car to pit and had just gone a lap down before that caution. Winner, Marlin. 93, the 94. Osborne falling back just a little bit.
We're gonna... Looks like they've got things sorted out. We're gonna go back and...
Take a look at this, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's the 19. 19's battling with the 89 at Drake. 19 goes to the top.
3 wide.
He just dive bombed is the inside. 3 wide. Hits Mallon first, and then hooks him right here. Right there. Hooked him. Hooked him with a under.
Yeah, just hooks him.
Yeah, he got
Mallon.
inside of that. Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of damage for Simmons and Insalmi.
And Insalmi again.
Insalmi just having a bad day.
Yeah, getting all caught in all
Osborne
kinds
into the pits.
I love this onboard camera. Yeah, don't know what's up with Osborne. Maybe miscommunication.
Yeah, because that was a bad idea for him. He had such a great car. If he would have pitted, he probably would have came out in first.
Yeah.
He would have been exactly where Cindric is right now, I imagine.
Probably, yeah. Look at this. Number 20, Ralla, started the year with that Pit Viper Chevy. Now moving to the 20 Cadillac car.
Yeah. Great performance for the first outing with Cadillac.
Yeah, you got the old style car here, and then you got the newer model with the Dunlop shod, with the Dunlop brand tires.
Running real wide through the corners, though.
Yeah, I noticed a couple other cars do that. I think it's just a I think it's just hard to say really why. I mean, he is stuck behind.
I don't know for how long he's going to be stuck behind Sweet. Doesn't look like he's content being back there.
He's following the 77 pretty close, but it might be why he's trying to get a little wide, just trying to get a little bit outside, get around.
It's definitely opening the door for Beer to try to come take the lead back. Go on board with 20 here once they cross the line. Welcome back. Gonna go on board with 20 here for a lap while we get this sorted back out for visit. Good battle for second between Beer and Cindric.
Okay, I think that's got it. We're back. That was a great onboard shot, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolute great battle to watch between Cindric and Beer.
Yeah, these two back at it again. Beer's had a real up and down kind of day, but his car's been very strong.
Yeah, he got stuck back in traffic when that caution came out after the pit stops.
Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely got a lot of speed, though. Look at that.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Marlon.
Marlon holding up in the 94.
94 of Coleman.
94 in their first race, though. That car's in its first race, though.
Yeah.
That team, first time here. A lot of new teams. That's another team doing a good job. I want to say the 20 car actually was a team before. Gralla was driving the number 50 last week at Montana, right?
Yeah. No, yes. Yes, Growler was driving
Yes, he
the
was driving
50.
the 50.
The 20 belongs to Stewart, I believe.
Got it. Used to, yeah. But Growler's driving this car this weekend.
I believe it was a new deal that just kind of,
It just came out this week, yeah.
yeah, I believe there were talks during the off season about it, but nothing concrete came about it. And then, from what I understand, and this is why we have two different models of the Cadillacs, the execs back at Cadillac could not decide on.
Oh, son. Yeah, I heard that.
They couldn't decide, so they just decided, hey, what the heck? Why not run two different models?
Yeah, it's puzzling, but you know, it is kind of an optional car. It is another GM branded car running when you've got the Camaro, then you've got the Cadillac as an option. I think they're just shopping around and just saying, hey, if you're tired of running a Camaro, why not run a Cadillac?
I believe that the major reason they went with the two is one is supposed to be more of like a customer option.
Yeah, I could buy that. I could buy that.
This nicer, more luxurious one running in first is definitely not the customer model. The 16 that's currently running in 11, I believe, it's most likely the customer model, but not 100% sure on the details.
To say, as much as I feel like the 20 car has got the better livery of the two Cadillacs. The 16, I feel a little bit more attached to the 16 in terms of body style.
Absolutely.
That and in the off season, I live about 2 hours north of Sonoma in a relatively rural area. For whatever reason, there's a little bit of a car culture happening with a lot of oddball, specialty cars, muscle cars. Somebody went and bought a new bottle. Somebody bought a Blackwing Cadillac. And that V8 sounds glorious. The CTS V6 Blackwing, which is the 16 car's body shape. The road car, let me tell you, oh, baby. Almost sounds as good as these things. Much different, of course, with the multi-valves.
Coming to 25 to go here.
25 to go. Gralla's doing a good job holding off, but Beer still looks... Again, he keeps looking.
Yeah, but Beer's having to hold off both Cindric and Rockingham, who both seem to have pretty quick cars.
At least in the short runs, yeah. They both have good cars in the short run.
Cindric, the only driver with a...
fastest.
Yeah, only one in the 15s. Should see pit stops here soon. Gralla opening the door a little bit there.
midway
Side
strip of water. Here we go, Cindric with that dive bomb.
Nah, I can't make a stick.
He's been doing that lately. He's getting dive bombs there. He's getting dive bombs going into turn 9 at the hairpin, and he just can't quite seem to make it work. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing more of these Cadillacs in the future.
I would not either.
Maybe not necessarily with white wall tires, but definitely see more of these out there in the future. Might see more Hondas, honestly, either. Or whatever the Nissan that was running, the 15 that got in that big wreck early on.
I think that was
fun, exciting times in this sport.
I think I heard that the Nissan was just kind of a test thing, just to see how it would perform. Prior to the wreck, I'd say it was running pretty well.
Yeah, top 15, they qualified pretty well. Again, a lot of first-time teams, a lot of first-time cars, a lot of new body styles on these cars.
But I think that opened itself up with the design of this car.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This new car is just, it's like a GT sports car. You've got a differential, you've got 18-inch forged wheels made out of aluminum. You've got bigger brakes. You've got a proper flat bottom with a diffuser now. You've got a proper, rear suspension, for goodness sake. It feels more like a proper car that manufacturers want to sink their teeth into. And with the rules being relatively lax, they can make a team. They can just sit. They don't have to be fully involved. They can just okay a customer team, a team just builds their own cars and say, hey, you want to run a Cadillac? Sure. Can we run a Cadillac? Yes, sir. Can we run a Nissan? Yeah, if you want to do the engine. And I like that more than anything else. I don't like it when, especially in sports car racing, where
I mean, I've heard rumors. There's been rumors throughout the garage for a couple weeks now that even Kia. No, you're good. Even Kia has looked at potentially running.
What? Like I was saying, the Stinger would be a perfect fit. Even if Kia and NASCAR, and even in Kia and stock cars sounds ridiculous, the Stinger is a perfect body shape for this new template and this new style.
I believe I even heard, not sure where I heard this from, but I did hear Audi was potentially interested.
A lot of fun times for the sport, a lot of excitement, and a lot of excitement in this race too. Still got about 20 laps to go. This is, like I was saying in the broadcast, this is when I would start to be looking towards pulling away and starting to drive. This is when you're just going to start to get aggressive. Save your car for this part and roll for it. Go for it.
or 77 starting to pull away from these three, so definitely open.
77, man. If he hadn't gotten caught a lap down, who's to say he wouldn't have been the winner in this race? Or could be leading this race on merit. Look how strong his car is.
He's staying ahead of these guys.
Odd strategy, though, but still. Oh, Rockingham getting into the Cindric a little bit. Hamlin's in.
Pass in.
Pass in.
And this.
Busher.
Or Busher, yes. Thank you.
Busher. Late.
Osborne all the way down to 30th. Another day of what could have been for him.
Yeah. Yeah, here comes Cindric with that dive bomb down the inside. He just doesn't have, and that's the problem. You can't. You need a really good car to carry the momentum to make that move work on the outside.
He just
And
does
he doesn't
not
have
seem to have the drive off.
No, he doesn't have it. Yeah, it's funny. Again, this track does race like a road course short track.
In comes
You
Spear.
need to have tires. Here comes Spear. Yep.
Holman.
Here comes Spear. Here comes the 94, one of the new.
Here comes Gasly.
Gasly having an up and down day, but on the lead lap, still in the hunt for points. Hunt for a good run. Rala, though, doing great job. Just a lot of people have been having like good runs up front, and you don't normally get to talk about.
Gotta give credit to Marlon. He doesn't seem to be as in the way as he was before.
Yeah, Marlon's got a little bit of breathing room. There's a bit of breathing room between Marlon and the next car in the next position placed car.
Yeah. Top 3 nose to
Cindric,
tail
though,
at the moment.
Top 3 nose to tail, and I think Dale Beer had a really good car, or Hank Beer had a really good car. That Cindric, if he tried to dive ball, I think he might get by Growler. He's looking really good. Unless he comes into the pits right now. Yep. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Cindric just
Oh,
trying to set.
well.
He was just trying to set him up for a pass. Here comes the 77.
Here comes Rockingham down on the inside looking sweet.
Here comes Draco.
That was from 5th place, yeah.
Kane.
9. Yep.
Nadu, Malin, Spencer.
Allen. Props.
Rudd.
Look at this. Rudd and the 93 after their spins and accidents still out there running well too. Close enough to well, top 15, top 20. With their up and down kind of day. Pretty good. This is the pay window. Pay window is starting to open.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go is now.
I don't think they can make it though. They're gonna have to pit.
No, but this is the time you think about things. This is when you're gonna have your money stop. This is when you're gonna be thinking, okay, how do I want my car to work this last run?
None of those three headed in. Marlin headed in. Here comes Simmons and Gregson. Rala slowing down quite a bit through there.
Yeah, he's just holding on.
Somebody kicked quite a bit of dust up through there.
It's in front of Rudd, maybe? Actually, with the way the dust flies in this place.
Oh!
The way whoa, that's Craven.
Yeah.
Craven had a big off and
I don't think any caution though. Yeah,
no
caution.
I think he just had a similar accident. Yeah, pit stops. Final stops of the day this time.
Here comes our leaders.
Craven comes in. No, they don't. Again, setting up. They all go to that outside. Setting up.
A lot of cars a lap down here. We're gonna go back and see what happened with that.
He took the 32. Let's see.
Oh!
Oh, wow! ran right into the back of the 49 as the 49 was coming out of the pits. What in the world? Cedric is leaning right on top of the 20th crawler, though. He's right.
You can see where Cindric has damage from earlier in the day. On that right side. Rockingham in. Caution is out. Let's go back and see where it came from. Oh, 3-car incident. Oh, same thing that happened earlier. Same thing that happened earlier with Neischwanger. Gets turned down to that inside and just... Oof. Just smokes all three. Just smokes all three of them. Same thing that happened with Neischwanger earlier, too.
Yeah, Neischwanger and Rudd.
Yeah.
Just moves Hamlin out of the way. 2 rookies. Man, that's going to really throw a wrench into this.
It's amazing because the 20 and the 2 hadn't hit yet. Oh, what the?
Whoa! What the heck? That's Earnhardt and Neischwanger on their roofs.
Oh, they just...
Oh, that's just not heads-up driving.
No, that was not smart driving by either of them. We're under
That was not
caution.
smart driving. Under caution. After the caution. They had come around after the caution. What in the world?
Alright, here's...
This is going to totally throw everything out of order.
Yeah, here's our
no
top...
clue where anybody is now.
Here's our top 5, but
that is
definitely going to change.
We're going to have to change and check where it is when the pace car comes around.
Yeah, definitely going to change. Because a lot of these cars have not pit yet.
Yeah. Definitely going to advantage some cars.
I think the one with the biggest advantage for this case is probably going to be Rockingham, because he just came in.
Just come into the pits and was getting service when the yellow flag comes out. And as long as you're in the pits and you're getting service, that stop will count. You're not going to get penalized.
Yeah, he's going to
You're
stay
on
out.
pit road in your stall. He's staying out. Yeah.
Oh, look who else is staying out with him, though.
Hank Beer.
This is going to be a very good last 15 laps. Ooh, sorry.
No worries about the honors. It's a strange kind of day. The racing's been exciting, but at the same time, you just gotta get up and stretch. Stretch your old neck muscles, the shoulders, your arms, knees, your neck. Watch the cars get off pit road.
Here comes Holland. He's been on the... He's
been
2
involved
laps
in a
down.
couple of big accidents. Yeah, he got involved in a couple of big accidents early.
Oh, the 32 retired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, somebody else. The 43 also.
And Schwanger, yeah, that was a big. Both cars flipped upside down and right side up.
Yeah.
Just imagine if Sweet hadn't gone a lap down, he'd be sitting pretty leading this race. Would have a car that probably, if he was on the lead lap, would win. And easy be a contender to win.
Absolutely. Top
Lights are
five.
out on the cars.
Top five at the moment being Rockingham, Beer, Gasly, Draco, Kane, Simmons, Hamlin.
Hamlin up into 10th after that spin.
I think
Wow.
that's 10th. So
Yeah,
Rockingham
Hamlin
first, Beer second, Gasly third, fourth is Draco, fifth, Kane, sixth, Simmons, seventh is Hamlin, eighth is Duke Kane, ninth
and then
is Rich Roy, and 10th
and
belongs to
Bass.
Bass.
Wow. Power of the pits. Power of closed pits. Open pits. As I say, everybody got in that danger zone. And so many cars that went long got burnt. This is going to set up a 13-lap shootout to the finish. Rockingham leads in the 86. Lapped car with damage in front and behind him.
I don't think we're done with cautions.
No, I don't think so either. We got some time on that. Oh, 61's coming in.
61 was already in.
Oh, okay. Oh, gets into the back of the 81.
Here we go.
Or, sorry, Rockingham got back in the 77 right there.
I don't think we're done with cautions. Here we go. Green flag's out. We're back underway. Oh! Oh, look at all the cars everywhere.
Oh, big pinball accident. That's Hamlin, Spencer, Busher, Bass. Everybody
Did I
gets
tell
back
you?
into control under their own
Oh,
power.
big damage for the 20 of Gralla. I go back and see what
Another
happened.
caution. Let's see.
Oh, they tried to go
42.
3 wide again.
Yep, 42. Not even 3 wide. 42 just hooked him. And then bam, bam. Wow.
More happened at the front.
Multiple.
A lot of little incidents here.
Yeah, a bunch of little incidents masking a bigger one. So we have.
Okay, so 11 spinning.
Yeah, 11 gets pinched by the 18.
Oh, the 42.
42 again! Hits the 19 of Bass, and Busher just followed him.
Yep. And then I think these two
then
just kind of got caught up. Yeah.
they got caught up by Hamlin. 41 of Spencer hit the back of Hamlin's spinning rear end right there. And that caused him the 40 and up and hit. What a... Jeez. Love these aerial drone shots, by the way.
Absolutely. Oh boy. We're in for a good one to finish this out. We're in for a barn burner, as they say. Finish this out.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to whether or not Hank being second can get by that lapped car. Take a run at Frank.
Or, for that matter, if Marlon can get around rocking it.
Marlon bumps the... Wow. You see that?
Yeah. Stacking the field up.
It's your leader of the race, man. You got to show him some more respect than that. Again!
No, it looked like Rockingham kind of. I don't know. It was weird. Oh,
Yeah, this is going to be a 10-lap shootout. Lights are still on the pace car. Frank, I think, is trying to do the IndyCar restart, what they call the California restart. You bunch up the field and then just go and gun it.
that doesn't seem to have been working last few times.
Yeah, and it might work even better now because he doesn't have a lapped car. He doesn't have Sweet in front of him, so he's got clear track.
Oh
with the
man,
pace car.
look at the 49 car. Look at the back end of his car.
Yeah. Look at how high up he is running.
Look at it.
That's
Oh,
what I mean. Look at that thing. It's destroyed. It's like bent in.
Nadu
It's a
running not.
hatchback.
Nadu
Yeah,
running
Marlon and
ninth.
Nato got into each other. Yeah.
Nadu running ninth
Yeah.
without a back bumper.
Yeah, Marlon took it off. That's how Marlon lost his front end. By running into the back of Nato.
Oh, got some takers.
Got some takers. A lot of crash damage. This is the crash
Yeah.
damage cars.
Yep.
Crash damage cars. But, I think everybody's set on fuel and tires now. It's going to be a straight race to the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not we're going to have more cautions after this is another story entirely.
That's another question.
I think, yeah, everybody's done on fuel. Everybody's done on tires. This is, again, straight race to the finish now. With most of these cars on pit road just getting damage repair because all of them were involved in accidents somewhere. Lights are on in the pit. Maybe not. I thought I saw the pit. Oh, that was the pit lane exit light.
Yes.
That's right. Sonoma has got that very, very tight pit lane, and so they have a light that.
We kind of saw that feature at Auto Club last week with that big bunch up on pit road. Lights out on the pace car here.
And that was what I thought I saw. I saw the light to go green from the pit lane during the pit stops from the line cam, I guess we're going to call it.
10 cars out of this race.
Yeah, it's been brutal out there.
Talk about a race of attrition.
Not as much as Daytona, but still at the same time. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. With Rockingham setting up that restart.
Mm-hmm.
Maximize the potential to get the best out of it. But man, well, it's been a wild race so far, and it's not over yet. We might still see some craziness happen. I still don't believe that the 86 might win this. I still don't know. I have no intent. I have no clue who's going to do this. So many other good
I got a feeling we're still not done with cautions. I think we got one more.
At least, yeah, I kind of feel that. I agree. Maybe one more.
I think these guys are going to get a little excited on this restart and bunch it up.
Again, like I was saying earlier, this is the time. No, I know. I've said it a couple times already this broadcast, but no, this is it. This is the money moment. The pay window is open. This is where you make or break your race. And it's all going to come down to this last restart. And like I said, if you can take the inside line and you can get an advantage on the car, you can make and set up a shot to make a pass going into turn 2, going up the hill. That's where you're going to make your move. That's when you're going to make a pass. And again, Marlon's got amped up, ready to go. Bumping Frank a little bit.
There we go.
Here we go. Again, no pace car. The restart zone on this track, you think you got this long thing. The restart zone technically isn't until right here. Here we go. 10 laps to go at Sonoma. Oh, and Frank gets a good, and Rockingham gets a good run. And he's got that lapped car, Marlin, behind him. Everybody fanning out. 2-3 wide behind him.
Rockingham out to the early lead in this restart here. Nobody causing trouble. No cautions.
And second spin. He's running third.
Yeah, Gasly up to third. Draco up to fourth.
He actually ran pretty good in the morning warm-up, I have to say. He did not qualify well, but he had a good car. He qualified okay. He had a good car in the morning warm-up.
Yeah, look at Rockingham.
Frank has got clean tracks. I think the pressure now is on Hank Beer to get by the 40 car.
Absolutely.
Has to.
Although it looks like the 40 car may have fixed whatever gremlins they were having earlier.
Yeah.
So not quite the roadblock he was before.
No, they've fixed some things on that car. It's not as bad as it was, but still, it's a 1 second gap. Rockingham's got a 1 second gap on Beer right now. Well, Gasly is within half a second. He's tailing it, and it's like just everyone's jammed up behind. Frank's got to make it for the run for it and just go. 86 cars just got to run for it and just go.
That line they take into this corner always seems misleading.
It does. Again, NROC doesn't really, stock car racing and NROC in particular, aren't as really keen about track limits as others.
No.
Well, you can't really, yeah, they're not really too, like, stringent on track limits. 8 laps to go. Yeah, Marlin is costing the second place cars on back half a second a lap. It was a 1 second lap gap. It's now 1.66.
Yep.
And it's gaining. And it's
2 seconds back to Gasly.
2 seconds back to Gasly. Gasly's close up a bit on, like, Hank Beer. And look at Gasly running third. He had that incident early on. He went down a bit. He never lost the lead lap, but look at him. He's running third with that busted up hood and the messed up front end.
Look at all the damaged cars throughout the whole field.
All the damaged cars, yes. Are we running a road cars or are we running Martinsville?
I thought we were running a demolition derby.
Well, yeah, I guess we can. Yeah, we're running a demolition derby too on top of that. 7 to go. Yeah, this is Frank's race to lose now.
Oh, yeah. Only one engine retirement, though, so... Yeah, 2 seconds at this point. Simmons looking to try to get fifth.
Everyone's having issues coming on and off for various things. Yeah, people looking racy a little bit. We're getting some action through the back of the pack.
2.5 seconds back to Beer.
What did I say? Half a second. Yeah, about half a second. They can't get by him. Frank
I
is
don't
just
even know if
driving
it's so
away.
much as Marlin at this point as it is that Rockingham has clean air out in front of him.
Well, like I was saying earlier, I felt that he had a really good car on short runs. What do we have? A short run. The shortest of runs. The run that counts. You can say the same thing about Daytona. He ran up front for a little bit. He dropped back. He came back into his own. By the end of the race, he was up front when it counted.
Yeah, these Hondas seem to be mostly short run cars.
Yeah. Well, truthfully, there's only 2 Hondas in the whole field. And they're both run by BTL Autosport. As far as I know, might be more out there willing to get in it if they've never worked. Nah, it's just the 2. It's just Rockingham and Draco, the BTL cars. Everyone else is.
I believe we did have other cars other Hondas try to qualify. They just didn't quite have the speed to make it in.
Hank Beer. He has had a great run today, no question about it. And it's definitely the kind of run that he's needed all season. You can tell he's just he's slowing down. He's either just trying to warm up the tires, heat them up, or he's just more focused on keeping second place than going for first. No disrespect, that car has had a tough luck over the first 2 races of the season. This is a race to be proud of. Rockingham is just driving away. 3.2 seconds now. 3.2 seconds. Shoutouts to 3rd place, though.
Yeah.
Gasly.
What a race.
What a run. He got involved in that hairpin accident on lap 2. He went off strategy. With all the yellows. He's right here in 3rd place, keeping up with the leader. Keeping up with 2nd.
I think it's safe to say that BTL Autosport, as long as they finish the way they are, they'll most likely leave here today with the team standings lead.
They're going to get the team standings lead, and Franklin Rockingham might just pick up the points lead on the Drivers' Championship.
Most likely.
He's in 5th place, and everybody else has had a horrible weekend.
Yeah, he's in
Big
fifth.
point taking.
Yeah, nobody else in the top 5 is even close to him.
Simmons, did he just get by? No, that was where he was. Simmons and Nemechek having a good run. Our pole sitter, Nemechek, having an up and down day in his first start. Coming in.
There's Rockingham again.
Yep. Quick rundown through the field, and the car's left running on track. 3 laps. Oh, again, unless a caution. Even if a caution comes out, it'd still be game over.
Yeah, it'd be game over at this point.
Yeah, it's just his race to lose.
Absolutely.
And as I was saying earlier, the Honda, both the BTL cars have got really good short run pace. Then on this track, after about 12, 13 laps, which we did have a couple of green flag ones that went that long, they lost that run pace. They lost that speed. So it looks like the Honda is a car that has got the pace, and especially at the end of the race, but when you can just throw it at the wall and it'll just go. You don't have to worry about fuel usage or tire wear. On long runs, it'll eat the tires up maybe a little bit more. Cars, or just might be BTL setting their cars up to do that. Who knows? But I did not, even after they qualified 4th and 5th, after qualified 5th and 6th, I did not expect Franklin to actually win this race or come close to it today.
No. There's a lot of guys up in this top 10 that I did not expect. Especially with how the race went.
Absolutely.
As stated before, we have out of 40 cars, we have 10 cars that either wrecked out or had mechanical issues.
Yeah, quarter of the field, which that's big. That's big. But it is this guy from Louisville, Kentucky. Kind of a weirdo. He's got a full-on mullet. He dresses like he came out of a 1980s rock band video or some sort of hair metal band. Kind of has a reputation for doing interviews referring to himself in the third person. He is wicked fast in these cars. Haven't seen much of him in other series, but he's definitely shown up here. 2 to go this time. Bye. Hank Beer in second. Qualified well. He had a strong car.
I actually think he's going to finish exactly where he started. Yeah, he's going to finish exactly where he started at this rate.
Yeah, and he had a good car early on. Just bad luck and
poorly timed cautions. Coming to the white flag here.
I've seen races come down to the white flag. It ain't over. I've seen cars ground to a halt under yellow. That was pretty heartbreaking. Seen leaders that had the car just fade away. Sports car, doesn't matter. It ain't over till the checker flag flies.
Absolutely not.
This is...
Here it comes, down to the final hairpin.
Heading through the S's, heading down to the final hairpin. Of all the possibilities of a repeat winner this year, I did not expect him to be the first.
I did not expect us to get a repeat winner this early in the season.
This early either, yes. Coming off the final corner to the line, Franklin Rockingham wins in Sonoma.
Second place belongs to
great run.
Gasly third.
Gasly third. Draco with a good run to fourth.
5th, Kane. 6th, Simmons. 7th will be Nemechek. 8th will be Roy.
Rich Roy, 8th. Mallon, after his big hit, up to 9th. Cedric rounding out the top 10.
Salmi, the day he had.
I know.
Atwood 12th. Another car that had a crazy day. Duke Kane in 13th.
A lot of action.
We didn't talk about Lund much today. She stayed
Front
relatively
early.
quiet.
Relatively quiet, ran up front early. Again, was kind of off strategy and stuff happened. Nadu, one of the new cars, running without that deck lid.
16th is
Finishing.
Warren. 17th is Orman. 18th, Gregson. 19th, Coleman. 20th belongs to Hank Beer with all that damage. 21st is Osborne. 22nd is Bass. 23rd, Sure. 24th, Sweet. 25th, Watts. 26th, Hamlin. 27th, Spencer. 28th will be Rudd. Looking for 29th, wherever that may be at this rate. I'm guessing
The 9 car.
20. The 40 of Marlin will be
40 of
29th.
29th, and then Holland, your final running car, in 30th.
31st will belong to Gralla.
Yep.
32nd, Neiswanger. 33rd, Earnhardt. 34th, Craven. 35th, Logano. 36th, Ching. 37th, Jarrett. 38th will be Birch. 39th will be Michaels. And rounding out the field in 40th will be Johnson.
And Johnson, your points leader, out at the start of the very race due to valve issues in the engine.
What a race.
What a race. Bursts of spontaneity and craziness. A little dull at times, but it's road course racing, strategery. A lot of strategery going on.
Yeah.
And it all plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, we go to Las Vegas, the mile-and-a-half oval.
Yep.
We've had the super speedway. We've had short track. We've had the road course.
Now
Next week, we go to the mile-and-a-half.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And before we sign off, I just want to say if you enjoyed what you saw here on track, the link to join us will be, the link to the Discord will be down in the description below. Hopefully we see you.
Of course. Always taking new applicants for this series. Always taking new members for the Discord.
We got lots of going on around
Yes,
here.
we do. Lots of different racing series, not just this one.
We'll see you guys next time at Las Vegas.
I'm Weasel.
And I'm Jam. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.